It's FA Cup semi-final time today, and there's also the small matter of a Manchester derby in the league too. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Football Manager 22 here with Manchester United. We're still fighting on three fronts and we'll get to see the FA Cup today and the Premier League as well. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. We played against Bournemouth in the Premier League. We played against Leverkusen in the second round, or the second leg of our quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's weird when they start doing legs and rounds and stuff like that, but it was a quarterfinal second leg. So go and check that one out. Today, we are on domestic duty. One game in the FA Cup semi-final up against Southampton. It's a fairly favourable draw, that one. And then we have a tough top of the table clash up against Manchester City. If we win that game, well, we're probably going to be confirmed as winning this league. Not mathematically, but we'll be almost there, and you don't see Man City catching up with us after that. If they win, it makes things very, very close indeed. Full strength team's going to have to go out in both of those games, so let's get into it. Let's show you the team for this one up against Southampton. Southampton currently 10th position in the Premier League. The other semi-final is Chelsea up against Man City, so we have the easiest tie. Hopefully we can win it and get to the final. Well, the first FA Cup semi-final is being played the day before, and you can see here Manchester City are through to the final. So it'll be another Manchester derby if we manage to beat Southampton. Let's see if we can. Our game is tomorrow on the Sunday. So let's get into it and let's show you the team for this one up against Southampton, where we could possibly get ourselves through to the final, and we will be playing up against Man City. There's a chance we play Man City in the Champions League final as well, if we both get to the final there. Obviously we're on opposite sides of the draw, so we could be playing Man City quite a lot at the end of this year. Right, so here we are. Here's the team for today. It's a full strength side. Henderson in goal, Fofana, Mustafa at centre back, Livramento and Guindo the full backs, and Ndidi, Bellingham and Stansfield at the midfield three, Michel, Sancho and Rashford the front three. Let's get into it. Let's go and win this game. 24 goals for Rashford, 24 for Sancho. Let's see if they can keep their shooting boots on. The teams walk out. We are playing in our blue and yellow. They're playing in red and white stripes. Let's get into it. Let's have a good start. There's a minute on the clock and we already have a chance. Stansfield plays to Guindo, back to Ndidi. Stansfield on the edge of the box. Is he going to hit it himself? No, he finds Bellingham. Well, he hit it. He puts it into Rashford and Rashford scores 90 seconds into the game. And we lead 1-0. But they're going to check with VAR because he might have been offside. Let's see. No, it looks like it's been given as a goal. 90 seconds in and we lead 1-0. Good start to the game here. Bellingham plays the ball in for Rashford and he's in front of the goal. And it's an easy finish and he's onside and it's 1-0. And what a start to the game it is. Another throw on this left-hand side. Maybe we can get a second goal from it as they play the ball around now. Southampton, they've won it back. Wood forward to Bertolini, who obviously was a Man United player. We did sell him in our first transfer window. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. He's already scored against us in the league, I think, this year. As Michel's in, tries to chip the keeper and does, and it's a goal. And it's 2-0. We've had 2 shots and 2 goals. That's pretty impressive. They're going to check VAR for offside yet again. Every single goal appears to go to VAR. And this time it's been disallowed though. So there you go. VAR doing as it was meant to there. Sancho played the ball into Rashford to flick it on. And Michel was just offside. A good finish from him though. But offside unfortunately. Mudryk puts the ball in from the corner kick. And Salisu scores himself a goal. In the first chance we've seen of Southampton's. And they've scored it. And we're back on level terms here. We've been pegged back. It's 1-0. Southampton with their one shot have scored 1 goal. That's good. And Jadon Sancho's got himself injured. What is it? A potential foot injury. We'll have to bring on Nusa to play for him on the left-hand side. And that's disappointing. Hopefully that's not going to be a serious injury because we're getting to the important stage of the season, the business end of the season. We can't really afford our best players to be injured. as we've got another throw on this left-hand side here. Livramento with it now, back to Fofana. Every player deep in the Southampton half here. Stansfield, Rashford, Bellingham, Michel. What wonderful football that was from us there. And Michel, who scored a wonderful goal earlier and it was ruled out for offside. It's not offside this time. It's wonderful. Who will look at this? Mustafa gets the ball into Ndidi and it's one-touch passing. Rashford, Bellingham, Michel, and behind the defence, tucks it in. Bellingham with 2 assists today, 1 for Rashford and now 1 for Michel. And we lead 2-1 again just as we approach half-time. And can we hold on to this lead going into half-time? Indeed we can. Half-time, we lead 2-1. And at this stage, we're going to get to the final where we'll be playing up against Manchester City. So that's got the ball on the left-hand side here though. Osterwald with it. What's he going to do? He plays it into the middle. Nusa with a good challenge and Mudryk. That ball came off the frame of the goal. Bertolini was looking for a foul there, but he did not get it. Nusa just about timed his challenge correctly. And we've got an hour on the clock now, still leading, and we have to think, do we make some changes in the midfield area? We've already had to make an early change with Nusa coming on for Jadon Sancho. And I think we will. We'll take off Bellingham, we'll bring on Ravella, we'll also bring on Thielman in defensive midfield for Ndidi. 20 minutes to go, a couple of fresh legs in midfield. If we do have an injury in the last 20 minutes, we will end up with no subs to make, so we'll be down to 10 men. But I'm willing to take that risk to get those fresh legs in the engine room as Rashford tries to run on and the keeper comes out quite far, to be honest there. But not to worry, we recycle the play. Stansfield switches it toward Michel on this right-hand side. He gets to the byline, back to Livramento, into Bellingham. Bellingham back to Ndidi, forward to Nusa, onto Rashford. And that's out for a corner kick. And the time's ticking down here. There's 3 minutes out of time, but it really has flown in this second half and we're still leading 2-1. Hopefully Southampton don't get a late equaliser here. Maybe we can get ourselves a third. That would be useful. Fofana with it now. Comes forward on this right-hand side. Lovely ball over the top for Livramento. He reaches a byline. Over to Nusa. And what a save from the goalkeeper there. That would have put the game beyond all doubt. Michel's in behind again. It's another good save from Farinez there. Farinez. And the Southampton goal. There's a minute left to go. He's launched the ball long. And Ramon's tried to get in behind. But Ravella comes back and defends well. That ball was launched long. Nusa finds Rashford now. Back to Mustafa and Thielman. We've got a minute to go, and I imagine we're just going to try and waste as much time as we can. Livramento on this right-hand side tries to get down to the byline. He crosses it in. It bounces off them. We're quickly going to go to instructions. And what we're going to do is we're going to make time wasting frequent, and we'll play at a much lower tempo. That's just what you want to do. 20 seconds to go. It's a corner kick. Michel's going to waste some time here, as you can see. Stands about, launches it in, headed clear by Southampton. And there's only 10 seconds left on the clock, but Koev comes forward. Can we win the ball back? Oh, that's a poor pass from him. And surely we can see out the clock now with the ball. Indeed we have. 2-1 we've won. We've got through to the final of the FA Cup. What a game that was. A good victory. Not as dominant as it should have been, which makes me a little bit worried for the game against Man City we have coming up next. But nonetheless, we are now into the FA Cup final where we will be playing up against Manchester City. And we look at the schedule when that appears. It's the weekend of the 24th of May at the end of the season. So that's fine. It's not going to move anything out the way, any other league games out the way. That's good because we're already playing, every 3 days or whatever it's going to be at this stage in the season. So that's fine. That comes in at the end of the year. And there's a possibility of another game just after that, you'd imagine, where there will be the Champions League final, which is normally the last Saturday in May. That one would come the week after if we get to that. But that is for future episodes to think about. That's actually a future Man City game to think about, the one in the FA Cup final, because we've got today's Man City game to concentrate on. The game in the Premier League is a top of the table clash. We're through to the FA Cup. We can forget about that until the end of the season. Look at this league table. We're 5 points clear. If we beat Man City today, we go 8 points clear with 5 games to go. The league would almost be sealed up. If we lose, we end up just 2 points ahead with 5 games to go, and it gets very, very close indeed. A draw, nothing changes obviously, but we would like that win. Let's advance on. It's on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, and we'll get the team shown for that one. I think it's going to be a full-strength team. Let's be honest, it's got to be in the top of the table league clash. Sancho's injury is 3 to 4 weeks, which means he's going to miss a lot. He might miss the whole of the league season. He would be back for the FA Cup final and possibly the Champions League final If we get to that, it could be out for the rest of the league season. That is disappointing indeed. Injured after sprinting. Managed to sprain your ankle ligament sprinting. You obviously weren't sprinting very intelligently, were you? Right, so here we are ready for this game against Man City, and we're having to do a little bit of rotation because there is some tad legs out there, and I can't really afford to lose the whole of the best team for the next league game you're up against Southampton. So, a few rotations. Henderson in goal, Fofana and Mustafa stay at centre-back, but Lamptey and Escudero are the full-backs. Ndidi, Bellingham and Stansfield stays in midfield 3, but it's Niang, Nusa and Rashford the front 3. Nusa coming in for the injured Sancho. Will be his position for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And Niang covering for Michel, who's still not quite fully fit either. 15 goals from Nusa and Niang this season, 25 from Rashford. Hopefully they can score some more today. Let's get into this one. A draw we'd take, we'd like a win though. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can extend that lead at the top of the table to 8 points. Here we go, corner kick for Man City early on. They head it at the back post from Gravenberch and it's just over the bar. So far in this game, Man City are the ones who've had all the shots. We've got a free kick of our own, Nusa into Niang, and it's somehow gone in the goal. I'm not sure if that's tucked in by Tobido himself or Bellingham's tucked it in. They're checking for offside. Is it going to be given as offside? It's been given as a goal. Bellingham's class as a goal scorer. Niang heads us across. It comes off the post and Bellingham tucks that one in. That is one of the weirdest goals I think I've ever seen here on Football Manager, but we will take it. Our one shot of the game and our one goal at that stage. We will take it. Now currently 8 points clear as things stand. We would take that with just 15 points available for the rest of this season. That'd be pretty useful indeed. Here come Man City though. They're playing 3 at the back, 5 in midfield. Stansfield over to Bellingham. He drives forward, gets past his man, finds Niang. Can he put it in? Rashford! Oh, what a chance that is for Rashford. He's blazed it over the bar. You can see that these 3 defenders will be taken up by our 3 attacking players, and their wing backs will have to deal with our very high attacking full backs. We've got to half time though. The score is 1-0. We started off as the worst team, but we've now kind of come into the game and had a higher XG, and we'll take that as Escudero throws it into Stansfield, and Escudero gets it back. He's in lots of space forward toward Nusa, but it's intercepted. And Todibo back to Ederson, but that'll come to Escudero, and he finds Ndidi. And it's forward to Stansfield now, who kicks it off Valverde, I think, and João Felix plays it back to Valverde. Gravenberch. João Felix switches the play over to Saka, who's closed down by Lamptey. It's back to Foden, and Saka's in behind Lamptey here. Ball into Mbappe, and what a strike that is. He scored 35 goals now this season. Kylian Mbappe's quite good, isn't he? It's back to 1-1. Stansfield's having an absolutely horrendous game. 6.2 his rating. So we're going to bring on Nico to play for him in midfield. And Nusa, though he's having a good game, is tired. We'll bring on Willert to play out on that left-hand side. A new left-hand side to our midfield there. Let's see how we continue on as we give a little shout of demanding some more. As Pedro Porro throws this one into Gravenberch, who's dropped very deep to come and get the ball, and he launches it down the line to Mbappe. Mbappe back to Gravenberch and Valverde, and Mbappe now with it, switches the play to Saka, but Lamptey intercepts it, back to Henderson, now Escudero, and we have a chance to come forward ourselves. Willett with the ball, forward to Escudero again. It's back to Mustafa, and Escudero, the youth on the left hand side there. Nico now with it, back to Ndidi. And are we going to go down the right? We are indeed. Lamptey with it. He can come forward with it down this right-hand side. Saka will try and close him down. But they cross the ball in. He does indeed. Niang heads in. There you go. We're ahead 2-1. Outstanding football from us there. The ball, we patiently passed it around at the back. Gave it to Lamptey, who just went for a run. And no one chose to close him down at all. He got to the byline. He crossed it in. Niang got ahead of his defender there. 2-1 the score now. We are back ahead. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead. Indeed, not playing too well either, so we'll bring on Thielman to play for him instead for the last 20 minutes. We'll see if he can play a little bit better than the way indeed he's been playing so far in this game. There's been some strangely poor performances from some players and then some really good performances from others, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. But Bellingham has just scored an outstanding finish, his second of the game, both of them being assisted by Niang. Niang being involved in every one of our goals here. I just thought this was a highlight because I'd made a sub, but no, indeed, we've actually scored. Niang got the ball for the cross, laid it off to Bellingham. What a thunderous strike that was into the bottom corner. Yes, we'll still proceed with the tactical changes. We're up 3-1. We're going to win this game. We've dominated this game, in fact. And we're going to be 8 points clear at the top of the table unless Man City can do something here, and we've apparently given away a penalty. Gravenberch being challenged by Niang. No. Not exactly what I was hoping for when I said hold on and win this game 3-1, but nonetheless, maybe we can save the penalty. Who's going to step up to take it? It is Mbappe. He missed it. Wow, he's missed the target. He hasn't even made the keeper save. The keeper dived the wrong way, and still he's missed the penalty. And we lead 3-1 still. We've got a chance here to go and make it 4 as Rashford's in behind here. What a save for the keeper. He was offside anyway, Rashford. 5 minutes to go. We still lead 3-1. There's been 4 minutes added time and they are ticking away. And this is going to be a victory for us unless somehow Man City get 2 goals in the space of a minute, which I don't see happening. Bellingham forward toward Niang and SerieA, who we used to have, remember, at Monaco, now playing for Man City as one of their back 3. He headed that one away, but we've got the ball back now. Niang doesn't win it. SerieA does win it instead and plays it back to Rosbach and Todibo. There's only 15 seconds to go. Sunsup Bell here tries to get in behind the defence. Saka forward to Sunsup Bell and Henderson will hold on to it. And this is going to be a 3-1 victory for us. And we are 8 points clear at the top of the table. And this Premier League title is almost certainly ours. What a performance from the lads there, especially some of the defenders and some of the midfielders. We'll take that 3-1 against Man City. If we do something similar to that when we play them in the FA Cup final, that'd be useful indeed. But that result there could have just won us the Premier League. There's 15 points available. The most Man City can get now is 87 points. We know just 3 wins out of our last 5 will guarantee us the title. Probably 2 wins and a draw would be enough as well, for being totally honest. And we're more than capable of doing that. And we look like we are going to be Premier League champions. Well, that's been a very exciting episode indeed. We're through to the FA Cup final. We have that against Man City at the end of this season. And we're also 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League. This is going to be a brilliant run-in. The next few episodes are going to have a little bit of Premier League, but quite a lot of Champions League. It's Southampton for the second time in 2 episodes. This time in the league, though, let's see if we can have a more comfortable victory than we did in the semi-final FA Cup there. We have them in the Premier League, and then the first leg of our Champions League semi-final against Leipzig. And in the next episode, we play West Brom, who are bottom, nearly 16th. They are just outside the relegation zone. We play them in the next episode, and we also play Leipzig. And by that stage, we might have won the Premier League. Who knows what could happen by then? And if we get through Leipzig, we'll know that we're in the final of the Champions League. This is getting very exciting indeed. And I hope you are looking forward to it. And I hope you hang around, stick around and watch every bit of it with me. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe, because then you won't miss anything. Monday to Friday at 11 AM we release a video every day, Monday, Friday, 11 AM for Glory Hunter. So you don't want to miss a thing. So subscribe so you don't. And if you are looking forward to the next one, or you have enjoyed this one, just leave a like on it. It really does help me out. I very much appreciate it. So thank you very much for all of you that do stick around and watch all these videos, and for all of you that do hit that like button. It's much, much appreciated. So until the next one, which is going to be the next 2 games, Southampton and Leipzig, we'll see you then.